Okay, last but not least, it's Connie Woodhouse, and she's going to talk about, or I guess we're going to talk
We're going
about,
to talk about.
the new work starting up in the lower Colorado Basin. It's based partly on work that Connie did in the upper Colorado Basin.
Right. We're in this together. So this is called Engagement-Driven Climate Science in the Lower Colorado Basin. And yeah, Dan and I are collaborating on this.
Yes.
So this is a headline that we've seen for the last 10, 15 years, the future of the Southwest, Hydro and Drier. Lots of science work on this, lots of papers out. A lot of our water management partners, most of them know this very well, but in and of itself, it's not particularly helpful. Can we do better than this? So that's kind of a motivation behind this project, is see if I can do better than this. This information, yeah, it's a warning, but it's not, what do we do with this? You know, can you provide more information on that? So this project is, it sounds like maybe a CLIMAS project, but there's some sort of, I'll talk about why this is newer than it seems like it might be. We have an overarching project theme, which is not the science question, but sort of the overarching science theme, which is about the interactions between moisture and temperature and their influence on water supplies during times of drought into the future in this space. So that's the theme. The primary goals of the, primary goals. The first one is to engage with water resource managers in a systematic way to gain insights on, their research questions, their needs, you know, what they want, and to get that have potential to be useful and usable. So it's not a science-driven project. It's more of a user-driven project at the beginning. We're trying not to set a scientific agenda aside from an overarching thing. Once we have the science questions, the needs, we will conduct theoretically climate science that's responsive to the needs. That may be trickier than it seems like. And then finally, this whole process will test an engagement process for producing actionable science that has the potential to be replicated both within our region and outside of Southwest. So some kind of a process for engagement-driven science. So is this new? It sounds kind of crazy, right? Well, I want to put this approach in perspective from my experiences so that you get an idea of kind of where I'm coming from on this question. This is a photograph from a workshop that I helped convene in 2005, which now seems like a long time ago. And this was a workshop that was in response to severe drought conditions in the upper Colorado Basin in 2002. Half of those people were water managers, half of them were scientists who were brought together, we convened to discuss this drought and how the reconstruction of the stream flow looking back into the past might be helpful.
Look how young all those people are.
That's like a bunch of years ago.
That's shocking.
So for me, this was like a total being at the right place at the right time, kind of falling into this discourse accidentally, luckily. Just sort of, I wasn't like looking to engage with stakeholders. It was like, oh, I have some data that's useful. I talked to maybe 3 or 4 water resource managers in the Front Range who were like, had the capacity and the interest to think outside of the box. We had this really significant event, and it all came together. It was great, but I mean, that happened once, right? So we move on. That was the start of my career in engaged research, engaging stakeholders in research. When I came here, I was looking for NOAA at the time. When I came here, I started interacting with Dan. And we had a project that was funded by NOAA. We brought on Jen Rice, who was a postdoc at the time, and we were looking specifically at successful collaborations between science and decision makers and trying to determine what it was about those collaborations, why these were successful. We used 3 case studies, 3 water suppliers and 3 partnering research groups. So we looked at Seattle Public Utilities, and Denver Water and Tucson Water and the partnering RISA folks that were interacting with the guys at those water agencies. We came up with a set of 10 heuristics to guide scientist-practitioner collaboration. So they were put in this guidebook. They were not steps, they were not prescriptions, they were just things that we found. People mentioned a lot, like, yeah, it was really important to have an information broker. Yeah, what was really critical is that we had these ground rules. What was really important is that we had mutual respect for each other. So they were heuristics, like these are the things that seem to be important for successful collaborations. And so that was another piece of work. More recently, I went back to some of my buddies from this initial workshop, and these are people that I have water managers are the ones that are circled that I have had conversations with over the years, and it's been a while now. Some of these folks are retiring. Eric Cohen is retiring. So this is a long-term relationship of just sort of touching base every once in a while. The impetus for getting in touch with these folks again was the Southwest Climate Science Center call for proposals. I guess it was now 3 years ago. Their first call for proposals where they were asking for proposals that specifically had stakeholder engagement. And so what we did was I went back and talked to these folks. I had some collaborators from the science world. We articulated or co-produced this proposal, Disentangling the Influence of Temperature and Antecedent Soil Moisture on Colorado River water resources. So here are my research partners. Here are the folks that collaborated from the water management world. So we co-produced this proposal. But in fact, I wrote the proposal mostly. I wrote it with my research partners. And then we pitched it to my water management partners. It was informed by what I thought their interests were. But really, it was science-driven, to be honest. I mean, it was like, what do you think? Are these the right questions? Are these the right outputs? And we got really good feedback. But I can't pretend this was a stakeholder, driven kind of. It was stakeholder-driven, but it wasn't truly engagement-driven research. It was funded. And we call these stakeholder-driven research questions. So they were influenced by stakeholder needs, but they're still science questions. So in this project, we were looking at the contributions of soil moisture, spring temperatures, and cool season precipitation on Colorado River flow, upper Colorado River flow. How important were these different climate variables and flows? We used tree rings to reconstruct these variables and look at those relationships over past centuries, and then we also look forward to examine how those relationships between those variables might change with warming. We came up with research results that, again, our water management partners were very interested in them. I got the sense they were valuable. I don't know how they're using this information, but for example, this is
The top button is the very top.
Oh, no, that,
Yep.
yeah. So this is just one output. It's looking at periods of drought in the Colorado River Basin, and the average conditions for flow, winter precipitation, spring temperature, and November soil moisture. And it's averaging those values over the years of the drought. And so the main take-home message here is that the last two periods of drought in the 80s, 90s, and 2000s were much warmer in the spring than other periods of drought, particularly in contrast to the 1950s, which was rather cool, but the driest in terms of precipitation. So what we were finding in this research was that temperature can be really important in sort of modulating the effect of precipitation, and it's becoming more important in the last couple of decades. So that seemed to be valuable information. We had a couple workshops with our partners, and they invited their collaborators. We had really interesting discussions. These are really, really fun workshops. Part of the reason is that we know each other. We've had these relationships over the years. These set of water managers are fairly sophisticated. A lot of them, understand the science pretty well. We got a lot of good feedback. The feedback was articulated in another proposal, which has been funded by the Southwest Climate Center, and we're continuing that research. But it's still a pretty science-driven kind of agenda, and our partners are interested in the science. We're not giving them specific things that to my knowledge, they're poking into their management policies and using. The other thing that this work did was that it informed, because some of the folks are from the lower Colorado Basin, it informed this CLIMAS project. So we're building on some of the questions and some of the interests expressed in that project to now focus on the lower Colorado River Basin in particular. So we're building on that work for this CLIMAS project. So scientifically, for me, this is really an interesting challenge. I mean, this is the upper basin. This is part of the upper basin, the Green River. This is the climate related to that basin. There's the temperature curve over the months of the year. Here's precipitation. Here's runoff. This basin is clearly dominated by winter precipitation. The runoff is in spring. That's the work that we do, getting insights on the role of temperature in that basin. Here's the lower Colorado Basin, the Gila. temperatures are much warmer. We have a much different pattern of seasonality for precipitation, the big peak in the monsoon. Very little runoff. It still peaks in the winter, but really low runoff. Still a really important water resource for this area. So my questions are, well, you know, is the snow important? If the snow goes away, will that make a difference? What about the monsoon? I know Charlie Esther's asked me, you know, we have a really miserable winter. What can the monsoon say for but? You know, I know there's interest in this. You know, do we have similar trends that we're seeing temperature becoming more important? So tons of really cool science questions, and I can barely contain myself. But the fact of the matter is, we're trying to make this an engagement-driven science project. So how to develop an engagement-driven research project under this broad theme of temperature's influence on water supply in the basin. And so Dan's going to talk about the plan for how we're going to approach that.
I'm going to hold the cards up to myself.
How many minutes?
I have 4 minutes.
Oh.
I can do this. I will, okay, so what we're going to try to do is what Connie said. We're going to try to build on all of that she said. A couple things that I want to throw into the context background, though. One is that Connie and I have worked together for, how many years have we taught that seminar? 8 years, maybe?
Yeah.
Sometime, some longish amount of time, but we have taught a graduate seminar called Connecting Environmental Science and Decision Making. As we've done that, we've gotten closer as colleagues, but we've also started to recognize that we're not necessarily practicing what we preach. So this project is partly motivated by that reality of, okay, we're trying to get the next generation of scientists to think this way about engaged research, but maybe we haven't done it particularly well ourselves. So the two-part challenge we have in front of us for this particular project is can we figure out a way to efficiently develop questions, science questions that are useful for the lower Colorado Basin community in general, let's say, particularly focused on water and temperature. And then the other part is sort of a meta component of this, which is can we do that in such a way, can we design that process in such a way that it's feasible to replicate somewhere else? And as Connie said, it's not like this is super novel. There's a ton of literature out there on this, but in this particular way we're doing it, we think it is going to be a little bit different, potentially a contribution. So the way we're doing it is sort of a 4-step process-ish. So as Connie said, this is a map of the lower basin, lower Colorado River Basin. And the first step we're going to do is we're going to take a conscientious sweep across from literature and talking to colleagues and partners outside of the university, the institutional landscape. So who cares about water in the lower basin, basically? Who might be the people or issues that are kind of relevant to this idea that Connie's laid out in terms of temperature and stream flow? So I'm leading this part of the project, and Andrea Durlock from the School of Geography and Development and the Udall Center has also agreed to work with us on this, potentially Tammy as well in fact. So the second part is to try to figure out, what's it look like institutionally? What's the lower basin look like? So this is just a schematic network diagram, and this is particularly, I picked it specifically because it's a schematic of a decentralized network. So the idea of a decentralized network is pretty important because in the basin, the Colorado Basin in general, this is how it works. There is no, and Bonnie knows this better than anybody else in this room. The way that it works in the Colorado Basin generally, and specifically in the lower basin, is there is no single authority. It is very distributed in terms of who's doing what and why and your interests and so forth and the policies of it. So we're going to try to figure out from this assessment phase, what are the issues, who are the partners, and what are some of the questions we might be able to address. And this sort of idea, this decentralized network is going to be a background and framework. Then, if we do that right, that's a big if, because what I just described is actually very hard to do. So hopefully we'll do it right. But if we do it right, then what we're going to wind up with is, Team Connie and company, we can start to run with, in collaboration with whoever this mystery group of people we've identified in issues, with them doing science. Again, still with this background of temperature and stream flow, because it's clear to me, and I think to most of us, that these questions that the Woodhouse group is working on they're relevant, right? It's warming, and the impact of that warming on stream flow is still sort of under explored, especially in lower basin science. She's excited about the science potential. So then we'll do science, like we do other stuff. And this is funny because Allison had a figure that I almost used. When I Googled image search on iterative, I found a different one, but I saw yours too. So our idea here is try to do that whole process, and then many of you already know me, but I'm a social scientist. I'm a human geographer, and I'm interested in social processes and how we interact with science and so forth. And so part of my task is going to be with Connie and everybody involved really is to figure out how that process worked, and is it, to that second grand challenge we set for ourselves, is it replicable? Did it work? Was it functional? And could you distill it into a thing you could do? And one thing that I'm particularly interested in is back to this institutional landscape question. Many times, and I've been guilty of this myself, we do a sort of half-assed version of this when we start a project. We sort of do literature review and we kind of get a sense of it. So this feels to me like a critical component. If we can do this well, can this be something you can sort of say, this is probably a good step in starting out this kind of engaged process? And I think that's all we have, right? Yeah, so that's all we have. Thank you. And I was right on time. Questions for Connie or me? Really? You just answered all the questions? Any questions?
Too nebulous for questions.
Too nebulous for questions. Okay. Any questions in general about any of the other things? We have a couple of minutes. Bye. Otherwise, I see Heidi's adamantly about the stuff in her bag. Okay. Well, thank you all for coming today. The next of these is at some date that I don't know, but Ben does, and he will send an email because that's what he does.
November 3rd.
Sometime. Oh, November. Oh, that's right. Actually, thank you. So November 3rd is the next of our get-togethers for the CLIMAS crew, and that one's actually different. It's focused on climate and health work. So, right. So we have a thematic kind of focus on various bits and pieces of stuff that we've done that has something to do with climate and health. So stay tuned for that one. I think we even got Andrew Connery, who is a longtime CLIMAS investigator, currently a provost. I think he's going to come too. His work was formative in CLIMAS' early times and climate and health. So if you're interested in climate and health, November 3rd, same place and same time, and you can also do it online. All right, thank you all.